Are you ready for some more comedy? What about everybody else? Y'all ready for some more comedy? That's what I like to hear, but you gotta clap a little louder than that. And welcome your next comic to the stage. Give it up for my man, Kyle Wade!
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? Guys, give it up for yourself one more time. Oh, yeah. Guys, clap it up for yourself for packing this bitch out tonight. Holy shit. Wow. This place has the legroom of a Spirit Airlines flight right now. It's crazy, but you guys are a lot more sober than a Spirit Airlines flight, despite the 2-drink minimum. I don't know. I feel like they have a 3-drink minimum for a Spirit Airlines flight. No, I'm happy to be here, guys. I like doing this. I like doing stand-up comedy, you know, mainly because I get to drink at work. It's a big perk of the job, you know. I do drink a little bit at my day job sometimes. I'm an Uber driver, if anyone needs a ride. After this, no, I'm just kidding. I work in the field of public health, you know, so we usually don't drink at work, but ever since last Tuesday, we've been drinking at work a little bit, you know. RFK is about to be our boss. Nothing matters right now, honestly. Just fucking rolling with it. No, but I like working in public health. It's cool. My office has like the same vibe as a typical office, but since we work in public health, there are just bowls of condoms distributed throughout our office, you know, and you're free to take them as long as you're cool with your coworkers knowing that you're planning on fucking sometime soon. You know, but I like to be strategic about when I pick up my condoms. You know, I usually wait until my boss asks me if I have any big weekend plans. And then I make direct eye contact with her as I take 10 Magnum condoms and put them in my pocket. And I'm like, oh, just a little movie night in with the boys, you know? No, I do like doing stand-up comedy. It's great because now I always have an answer when people ask me what my hobby is, you know? Like for years, I never had an answer. My mom was always saying, get a hobby. And I'm like, all right, Mom, what hobby should I get as a man in his mid-20s, you know? And you know what she told me? She told me archery. I was like, Mom, did you just Google hobbies and read off the first one alphabetically? Because I kind of think, you know, what's your second suggestion? Like building ships inside of bottles? Like no one has hobbies like that anymore, you know? Like, you know, I feel like when I ask people what their hobbies are nowadays, the top 2 answers I get are reading books and watching Netflix. And those aren't real hobbies, right? Like I feel like a rule of thumb should be your hobby cannot be something you actively do to fall asleep at night, right? Can we all get on board with that? If that was the case, my top 2 hobbies would just be Ambien and jerking off. And I don't think only one of those is a hobby, right? The pills pills can be a hobby. No, but another thing I've realized is people who do have hobbies have just made their childhood hobbies their adult hobbies, you know? Especially people in Brooklyn. You know, I was talking to my friend who lives in Williamsburg the other day. I'm like, hey man, what are you doing after work? He's like, well, I have a kickball match and then I'm riding my scooter to Harry Potter trivia. I'm like, so you just have childhood hobbies as an adult hobby now? If that's the case, I think my new hobby is going to be selling chocolate on the subway in Spanish. Chicle, senor, chicle. No, I'm from a little state called Iowa originally. Anyone else here cousin curious? Clap it up. This guy actually clapped. I think that's one of my cousins, second cousin, third cousin. No, but I was back in Iowa recently visiting my 92-year-old grandma because she just got diagnosed with diabetes. She's fine. You know, there are 2 types of diabetes. She pronounced it diabetes, so you can guess which one she has, right? The kind that you get from eating food your grandma cooks. That's the one that she's got. But I was asking her about it because, you know, it's rare to get diagnosed with diabetes at age 92. She's like, oh, I don't know, Kyle. It just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm like, Grandma, you did eat Hamburger Helper every night for 60 years. I feel like maybe I played a small role in it, you know? I don't know. Came out of nowhere. I don't know. I feel like that's like being a swinger, going to orgies every night for 60 years and being like, I don't know, Kyle, that herpes just jumped out and got me. And like, no, bitch, that's on you, honestly. But yeah, now that my grandma's a diabetic, her doctor told her she has to start eating a bit healthier. And I'm a pretty healthy eater myself. I eat a plant-based vegetarian diet, you know? So I thought maybe my grandma would ask me for some dietary tips. But instead, when I told her I ate a plant-based vegetarian diet, rather than ask me for tips, she just called me gay, which is not the response I expected, you know? My grandma actually calls me gay more often for eating a vegetarian plant-based diet than she calls my brother gay for being gay, which isn't fair, you know? And I had to call her out. I'm like, Grandma, what's the deal? She's like, hey, at least he puts meat in his mouth. I'm like, all right. Well, not Hamburger Helper is what I'm saying. But yeah, guys, I don't know. A lot of my friends back in Iowa in their late 20s, they're starting to have kids on purpose for fun or whatever. So I go to a lot of baby showers when I'm back home. I went to one recently that had its gift registry at this store called Bye Bye Baby. Are you guys familiar with it? It's like a big department store. It has like baby clothes, toys, high chairs, things like that. So I'm in the parking lot of this Bye Bye Baby, and I couldn't help but notice it's located directly next door to a Planned Parenthood. Weird coincidence, right? We got Bye Bye Baby on the left, Planned Parenthood on the right. And I couldn't help but think, if we're really being honest about the reason people go to both these establishments, it'd probably make more sense if they swapped names with each other, you know? Because when you go to Bye Bye Baby, you have a pretty well planned out parenthood. But when you go to Planned Parenthood, you're trying to say Bye Bye Baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, but I live here in New York City now, obviously. I feel like my body was not meant to live in New York because everything about this city stresses me out. And when I get stressed, I have to pee. And there are no fucking bathrooms in this whole city, right? Like, there's one bathroom in this club for 200 people. Like, no, there's no bathrooms in this city. Like the other day, I had to pee so bad, and I was out walking around. I literally paid $200 at a Quest Diagnostics just so I can pee in one of their cups. And then afterwards, they told me I had chlamydia. It was a really insult to injury thing that happened. Turns out the frequent urination, not from anxiety after all. It's a whole different thing, yeah. I live a pretty exciting life, guys. I went to the pharmacy earlier today. Does anyone else play the game at the pharmacy where they try and guess what medications other people in line are picking up, you know? That's a little game I like to play. I'm like, let's see. Some Adderall for chatty, some Ozempic for fatty, and some antidepressants for satty. That's even to check out. Wait, what do you guys think I was picking up?
Viagra.
Yeah, exactly. Antibiotics for the chlamydia. Very good, man. This guy's paying attention. No, but I was actually getting a flu shot. I lied. I was there getting a flu shot. When I get up to the counter, though, the pharmacy had the audacity to ask me the most outrageous question, guys. I get up there, he looks me in the eyes, and he says, "So, sir, do you have a primary care physician?" I'm like, what do I look like? Fucking Moneybags McGee over here? Of course I don't have a primary care physician. Are you kidding me? I'm like, you saw me openly shoplifting on my way up here. Like, clearly not. But yeah, I don't know about you guys. I feel like the last time I went to the PCP was like the last time I went on a Hinge date, you know? It's like, I found a stranger online, we met for 30 minutes, I paid a $100 bill, and I never talked to them again, you know? Like, sure, they had their finger up my ass, but it was for medical purposes, okay? Medical purposes, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I have a very racially ambiguous girlfriend, which is something fun. It makes Halloween really cool for me because we have a lot of options to work with couples' Halloween costumes. You know, we always try to go with something fun and topical. You know, we get really into the roles. So like this past year, we went as Kamala Harris and Biden, which was extra fun for me because I went as Hunter Biden. You know, that's happy Halloween. No, but we've had a lot of great couples costumes over the years. Let's see, a couple years ago we went as Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian, which worked out super well because, you know, I'm a stand-up comedian and all of her exes are black guys. So that worked out well. The year after that we went as Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, yeah? That one was spicy, man. Like, we got so into it that when we hooked up later that night, we did it in character as our people. You know, when we finished, I looked her in the eye and said, "Let me tell you, babe, that had to be the top 1% of the top 1% of the best sex I've ever had." Wow. Oh, my God. No, but I live in a pretty hip neighborhood now called Bushwick. A lot of the bars there are a little bit too hip, you know? Like, I went to this one the other day. They had no menu, but the bartender would just make you a drink based on your vibe. So the drink he made me, guys, was just a cup of whiskey with a little cranberry juice on top. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to complain, but can I ask, like, what's my vibe? He's like, gay alcoholic on a budget. I'm like, this guy's good, I gotta say. 2 for 3, not bad, you know? Yeah, I'm actually, I'm not on a budget. I'm flush with cash, is what I'm saying. But guys, I've been Kyle Wayne. Keep it going for the rest of the comedians listening tonight.
Yes, sir. Keep it going for Kyle Wayne, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.